Good morning, everyone. And today we're going to see about another new problem on nodal analysis. The nodal analysis is to find out another kind of a technique to solve the complex network circuits, the electrical network circuit. This is applying by KCL law. Basically, the nodal analysis by made from the KCL law. So by using the KCL law, as we know already that we have to solve it by using the current method. We need to identify what are the different types of current that is being involved in this particular circuit. So we, we need to identify what are the different nodes that is being available. It is a junction point where two or more branches being connected. So that is called as a node. We are going to give a node convention for this following circuit. So actually this is a node A, and we can say this is another node, that is a node B, and we can take it as the bottom anything that is being connected to the ground network, which is a reference node. Yeah, the reference node will be always equal to 0. Will be always equal to 0. It is not equal to, it is just equal to 0. So these are the two nodes, and we will be finding out what are the current for this particular node to be there. So we can take whatever the current direction, because we don't know how which current is going to be a promising current, which is current going to be a less current. We don't know. I'm generally taking it as all the current is coming out. This is a I1, and this is an I2, and this is an I3. So here for a V2 node, that is a VB node, we can take it as this is an I4 node, and this is a I5 node. So this is basically the current convention for this circuit. So now we are going to find out the for this particular node VA, what is the current value. So we can take it as the current is coming out from this particular junction point. We can take it as a minus I1, sorry, minus I2, and minus I3 is equal to 0. So these are the first current for this current equation for this particular node VA. So we can say for node VB, we can derive the current equation as like a given. As this current is I3 is getting into this particular junction, we can say this is a positive current I3 minus I4, and minus I5 is equal to 0. So this is basically the current equation. So from this current equation, we need to derive the mm, voltage equation based upon this particular nodal value. As we already know, I is equal to V by R. So we have to derive the V by R format for this current equation. So the minus, as this is the I1, we can say VA positive to negative, in the sense and there is a current is a minus current. So it is actually VA minus 15 divided by 1 minus I2, in the sense VEA minus 0 divided by 1 minus I3, in the sense VA minus VB divided by the resistance that is being given over here is 0.5 ohmic value. So this will be equal to 0. So this is the first nodal equation, and we need to simplify this nodal equation by using a regular algebraic method. So let us derive for this particular node VB. So the I3 will be like positive I3. So we can say it as a VB minus VA divided by 0.5 minus I4, in the sense VB divided by 2 ohm minus VB, my plus 2 minus in the sense it is going to be a minus 1, VB minus 20 divided by 1 ohm is equal to 0. So this is how we find out this two nodal equation. So once you solve the algebraic equation for this nodal equation, we can get a minus VA plus 15 minus VA minus 2VA plus 2VB is equal to 0. So once you solve this equation, you will be getting around 4VA minus 2VB is equal to 15. So this is one equation. So next we have to solve this particular equation. So once you solve this particular equation, you will be getting the value around 2VA minus 2VB minus zero point 0.5 VB minus VB plus 20 is equal to 0. So once you solve this equation, you will be getting around 2VA minus 3.5 VB is equal to minus 20. So once you solve this equation, you will be getting this is the equation 2 for node B. So once you solve this equation, you will be getting the value around VA is equal to 9.25 volt and VB is equal to 11 volt. So these are the two different voltages. Next, we need to find out the current across this I1 and I2 and I3 and I4 and I5. So that is easy. So we know what is meant by I1. So the I1 is nothing but VA minus 15 divided by 1. So as you know, what is uh, what is meant by V1 minus 15? So it's 9.25 minus 15 is equal to, you'll be getting around 5.75. So this is the current that is passing through this 1 ohm resistor. So next for I2, we'll be getting the value of I2 is equal to uh, VA divided by 1. This VA is nothing but 9.25. As you know, this I2 is 9.25 ampere. We always has to indicate the rating of the current, that is unit for the particular current. So this current will be the unit for the current will be ampere. So we'll be writing in terms of ampere. So I3 is equal to VA minus VB divided by zero point 0.5. So which is nothing but 0.35 ampere. So next one is the I4. So the I4 will be VB divided by 2. It is nothing but 5.5 ampere. So the last one I5 will be VB minus 20 divided by 1 is nothing but 11 minus 20 divided by 1 is equal to minus 9 ampere. So this is what for the current for different I1, I2 and I3 and I4. So the summary of this solving the nodal analysis will be like, we have to choose the nodes and node voltage that has to be obtained. So the next step is choose the current, preferably leaving the nodes at each branch connected to each node. So we have to choose this I1 and I2, I3 as like it has to leave the nodes. So then apply the KCL law at each node with the proper sign convention. If there are any super nodes, we haven't seen about the super nodes, but if there are super nodes, obtain the equation directly in terms of the node voltages which are directly connected through the voltage source. The next step is obtain the equation for each branch current in terms of node voltages and substitute the equation obtained in the third step. Then solve these two equation and you will be getting with the value of nodal voltages, and once you got the nodal voltages you can solve it with the current equation to obtain the different current that is flowing with the different resistance value. So that's all about the nodal analysis. It's very simple. If you have any doubts you can contact me. Otherwise, you can repeat this video and you will be getting cleared about what how to solve this nodal analysis method. So thank you all.